Welcome to another episode of Aligned and Abundant. I'm your host, Christine Marcario. Today, I would like to talk to you about the topic of slowing down and being more intentional with your time. Let's start off with your morning routine. I don't know about you, but I usually set the alarm clock like 15 minutes before I have to get up so I can wake up and think about my dreams. I am the type of person that asks for messages in my sleep, either from the angels or from God or from the universe. So when I wake up, I like to have the opportunity to reflect back and think on those dreams. I, for one, have very vivid dreams. They're often so intense with color, action, and honestly, I'm doing like all types of crazy things. I can't even believe that these dreams are happening in my mind. However, I know people such as my husband who wakes up and has no memory or recollection of his dreams at all. So that's just one way that you can start your morning. Oftentimes we can give advice, but we don't take it ourselves. What I'm thinking is the best way to start your morning off would be to set your alarm clock a little bit earlier than usual, maybe even a full hour beforehand, and have a routine ready to go. I would start your day off by waking up and going through things that you are grateful for. List everything off in your head that you can express gratitude for. It might be your comfy bed. It might be having a bed. It might be having a warm house to keep you safe at night. List as many things as possible, but not only feel those things in your mind and body, embrace the emotion of gratitude. Really, truly lock in and feel it. That is the best part of expressing gratitude. Get a smile on your face as you feel these things. Really, truly be thankful for another day, another opportunity to get up, get started, and make things happen. Or if you don't want to make things happen, be thankful that you have a lazy day off and you can just give your body what it's asking for, rest and relaxation. The choice is really up to you, depending on the day. The next thing that I would do is stretch your body. You can stretch at first while laying down in bed, or you can get up and you can stretch that way. About 10 to 15 minutes of stretching is ideal. Get your body moving, get the energy that may have been stagnant throughout the night moving. I'm okay also if you want to just do a few quick movements. I know for me, I'm usually not the type of person to get up and start moving around for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I will get up and shake my body, shake my energy off for a few minutes just to get it going. The next thing that you can do is journal. Get yourself comfortable. Maybe at this point in time, you have a cup of coffee or tea in your hand. Get out your pen and a journal and write down everything that comes to your mind. You can call this a brain dump. You can dump everything that has accumulated in your mind that you may have carried over from yesterday and just let it all out on paper. With this, you may want to set yourself a timer. Why? Because you may want to actually hold yourself accountable to writing for a specific amount of time. If it was left up to me, I might just jot down a few sentences because I'm like, oh, I haven't written in a long time. My hand hurts. And then I become lazy, or I'm like, oh, it's 5:30 in the morning. I don't want to write. If I know that I'm going to hold myself accountable for 10 minutes, for instance, I can look over at the clock and be like, all right, I have 3 minutes left. And that will give me motivation to keep writing. The beauty of writing is the fact that you get to uncover things that you may not have even realized that you're holding on to. And the expression of writing it down on paper is a form of letting it go. It's a form of just getting it out there. It's written down and it's no longer just hanging on by a thread in your mind. Oftentimes, this is a side note, I have a tendency to write down a to-do list in my notes app in my phone because memories of things that I have to do come flashing back to me at the most awkward time. I'll be driving down the parkway, at 60 miles an hour, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to call so-and-so. Oh yeah, so-and-so needs this to be done. And I'm like, I will not remember that. So I will oftentimes make a little note for myself so that when I actually have time to sit down and conquer these things, I will pull out my to-do list and it will be there right in front of me. Or else weeks will pass and I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go get my blood work done like a month ago. After you journal, it is a great practice to get into a meditative state. I, for one, like a guided meditation. So I will go onto YouTube and select a 5-minute guided meditation, a 10-minute guided meditation, 25-minute guided meditation. Whatever the amount of time is that you have available is the perfect amount of time that you should be meditating. Some people like to meditate just with quiet music. Either way is fine. Obviously, the most important part is that you are connecting to source. You are quieting your mind and you are connecting with the energy of what makes you you. You are connecting with the divine energy of the universe, of source, of God, whatever it is that you call that divine connection. When our minds are quiet and we are intentionally connecting to source, is when we can receive our greatest messages, our insights, feeling supported, loved, and cared for. You can also at this time keep your journal to the side and jot down anything that comes to your mind. You can stop your meditation and pause and journal, or you can go through your entire meditation and write afterwards. It really depends on your style and your format of how you like to do things. The meditation is really important. It's important for you to understand the basics behind meditation. When I was about 13 years old or so, I used to want to so badly meditate. I would sit in my room, cross-legged, with my hands open, palms up, and I would try so hard to quiet my mind. Only as an adult did I realize that you are never going to really 100% quiet your mind. It's just literally not possible. But what you can do is focus on your breath and listening to your breath going in and out of your body will naturally distract your mind and it will calm you down. And then it's almost like you go into this trance-like state where you can hear things in your mind. I am clairaudient, so I can also sometimes hear almost like voices in my head. I will usually hear like a ringing sound in my ear, and that will let me know that spirit is close by and has a message for me. So when I hear that sound, I will give my attention to spirit and say, hey, what do you want? Then I will listen in my mind. And then I may ask questions, but usually I just try to listen and see what messages come through for me. I try to stay engaged in that energy for as long as I feel the spirit is close by and offering me its message. Going back to your morning, you may want to also practice some method of how you shower or bathe. And this can be done at night also if you are the type of person that showers or bathes in the evening. Ideas for taking a bath are putting Epsom salts into your bath. You may want some Floridian water to add into your bath. You may want some rose petals. Just make the time that you have sacred. Set an intention for your bath. I know that might sound a little funny, but I'm a bath girl. I love taking baths. I have for as long as I remember. I love taking baths. I used to play in my bathtub for hours on end. I mean, I don't know if it was really hours, but it felt like hours on end. And the same practice has come into my adulthood. So what I currently do is, and this is definitely getting personal, but why not, right? I start my bath off with some Epsom salts. Then I add in some bubbles. I usually use the Bath & Body Works shower gel that I'm currently enjoying the scent of. Then I might add in some Floridian water. With the Floridian water, I will usually set an intention. What is it that I'm trying to manifest currently in my life? Or I might just say something like, allow me opportunities to rise into the highest version of myself. Then I just feel into that. I enjoy the bath. I look at the bubbles. I close my eyes and I express gratitude for being able to have these quiet moments to myself. The sound of the water is something that deeply relaxes me, which is also why I take a lot of baths. I love to hear the sound of the running water. So I personally usually set it to almost like a trickle, just because I really enjoy the sound and it calms my nervous system. When we have a calm nervous system, we can operate on a higher vibration, and with that, clarity can come a lot more easily than if we are in the flight or fight stressed out mode. From there, I start my day. Now, again, you can also do this routine at night, and maybe you want to take your bath and then hop into bed and read a good book before you start drifting off to sleep. If you are more of a shower person, you can still do some of the same things. You can bring in a Bluetooth speaker. You can have a beautiful song that gets you energized. You can have some Epsom salts at the bottom of your shower. You can imagine the white light of the Holy Spirit drenching you as you shower, washing away any negative energy that you may have carried into your day. It is a fresh start of the day. Or again, if you're doing this in the evening, you're washing away anything that may be causing you negative thoughts. The routine is really yours and up to you as to how you want to tailor it to meet your needs in the best way possible. From there, we're talking about mornings now. Enjoy your cup of coffee, your tea, have a glass of water. A good way to actually start your morning is to have a cup of water to get your metabolism going. They recommend anywhere from 8 ounces to 2 cups of water within the first half hour or so of waking up to boost your metabolism and get your body really moving and going. Also to replenish your body because you spent a number of hours sleeping. When it is time for you to officially start your day, wear something that makes you feel really good. What color are you inspired to wear that day? There is an energy to each of the colors that we wear. It's important for you to recognize what makes you feel good, what makes you feel the best version of yourself, what makes you feel the prettiest, what makes you feel the most handsome. Whatever it is that you're called to do, to wear for that day, just do it. Go with it. Take the extra few minutes to be intentional with what you're wearing. I know some people like to lay their clothes out the night before. That's also a way for you to have a quicker morning. Then put on your favorite cologne or perfume or body spray. Add some jewelry and accessories. Maybe you're a makeup girl. Throw on some makeup. Whatever makes you feel amazing. Take the time to do it. It will charge you up and make your day much better than it would have been if you just rolled out of bed, threw on whatever was lying around, threw your hair up in a bun, and walked out the door. Take the time to treat yourself as special because you are special, you are unique, and you want to have your best day every day because why not? Throughout the day, I would encourage you to take some time, when possible, to quiet your mind. Again, maybe during your lunch break, you want to journal, have another meditation session, maybe dump everything out of your mind onto some paper. You can either keep these things in a journal, in your phone. You can write them down on a piece of paper, crumble them up, and throw them in the trash can. You can go for a walk. Currently, it's springtime right now while I'm recording this, and there are many people that are outside going for walks during their lunch breaks. That's a great way to connect with nature and recenter yourself, ground your energy. Also, when you are walking, you almost go into a meditative state I, for one, can get many answers when I'm out for a walk. The rhythm of walking helps to clear my mind. It's almost like I'm on autopilot and there's not much that I have to quote unquote think about besides whatever comes to my mind. Usually when I'm out for a walk, I also take in the sights of my surroundings. If I see a beautiful bird, I think about how pretty the bird is and I appreciate seeing it come across my path. I may see a cardinal, I may see a little dove, or seagulls flying around, depending on where you are, of course. After the day goes by and you're ready to settle in for the evening, it's equally as important that you have a nighttime routine. Of course, there are things that we have to do, such as brushing our teeth. Maybe we put on some type of facial moisturizer before we go to bed. We remove our makeup, floss, anything that you would normally do for general hygiene and taking care of your skin. You would do those things first. Some ideas that you can have are, again, meditation. I'm going to keep saying meditation because I do feel like it is so important to have some in your day, if not at multiple points during the day, because it really truly keeps you aligned and connected to the universe. I oftentimes like to unwind with a book, even if I read just for 5 minutes. Just the idea of reading a book relaxes me before bed. And again, you can choose whatever it is that you're felt to read. I like to read psychological thrillers, but I also like to read books on how to lead a better life. From there, I would suggest that you get into bed, and you may be the type of person who likes to say your prayers. You may also, again, end your day with stating everything that you have been grateful for the day. You may want to express gratitude towards all of the things that came across your way throughout the day. When we express gratitude, we are calling in more of what we are expressing gratitude for. The more that we recognize it and acknowledge the things that we are grateful for, the more that they will come across our way. Additionally, you may want to start visualizing where you want to be in your current life. For example, if you want to change something such as have a new job, you may want to pretend, it's a visualization technique, that you already have the new job. In your mind's eye, imagine waking up. What does your morning routine look like? What does it look like when you're pulling into the parking lot of this new job? How does it feel when you're walking through the halls of this new job? How does it feel sitting behind your desk? Imagine all of those things, but not only that, feel how they would feel if you have them. This is a way for you to manifest and bring into your life the things that you want. The highest version of yourself already knows that these things are already here and they're possible and waiting for you. It's a matter of raising your energy and your vibration in order to align with those things. It's like a radio station. The songs that are playing on 103.5 are always there and playing, whether you're listening to Z100 or not. It's a matter of tuning in your energy to that dial so you can listen and hear the music. The same way goes for things that we want to bring into our life. I truly believe that if the thought crosses our mind, that means it is a possibility for us to have. It is a matter of aligning our energy with the vibration of that specific thing that we are trying to call in. I also want to talk about the word trying because I just caught myself saying it. Let's take out the word trying. You are no longer trying to do anything. You are doing it. So I will try to call you today. No, we're taking out the word try. I will call you today. I'm trying to go back to grad school. I am going to grad school. When we take out the word try, we are more likely to actually do it. When we say try, the energy is going into the try. It's not going into the act of doing. it's super important that we, as clear and concise as we possibly can be in our mind's eye with what it is that we want to call in and what it is that we want to accomplish in our lives. Now, if that sounds stressful to you, I don't want it to be stressful. I would rather you work and operate and flow in the energy of fun and joy. I don't think that most of us wake up and say, oh, let me go to this job and have a boring day, right? We want to wake up and have a fun day. We want to wake up and feel energized. We want to wake up and feel passionate. It's important to recognize what lights us up, what makes us happy, what excites us to get out of bed and start doing. That's the type of job that you want to have. You want to build something where your passion can be utilized on a regular basis. You want opportunities where you smile and you're happy. If your current day doesn't allow for that, then you need to start small. Start with little things that do make you happy. Start with little things that do bring you joy. Bring as much joy and laughter and positive energy as possible into each of your days. Because again, once you are exuding that energy, you will call in more examples, more opportunities that allow for the same energy to be expressed. On an end note, it is all about the energy that we are exuding to the world. It is all about the things that we are allowing ourselves to experience and express throughout the day that bring in joy and positivity into our lives. You want to have the best day possible that you can, no matter what, given the circumstances that come across your way. You might have to deal with unexpected things. You might have to deal with unexpected emotions or situations that may not necessarily cause you joy. That is a part of life. There are ups and downs, but the frequency and vibration that we meet these things with, these obstacles with, really dictate how we respond to these events. If we have an open heart and an open mind and we are willing to put in the positive thoughts behind our actions, you will most likely have a pretty good day. And it's okay if you don't, because obviously life has ups and downs. The way that you set up your day is truly up to you and how you feel it is best. Think about how you want your mornings to start. Think about how you want your days to end. Set that intention. You may want to write things down, for example, on a piece of paper and jot down exactly how your mornings want to look. I know that there are books out there that talk about things such as the 5 a.m. club. They often say that if you start your day with a routine, such as I've already expressed, meditation, maybe some exercise, journaling, you will often have a more productive day. It's starting your foot off on the right side of the bed instead of, again, just hitting the snooze button and lying around waiting for your day to start and moaning and groaning about it. I know I've had many of those mornings, especially in the winter time when it's super, super dark out and I'm hitting my alarm clock at 5:30. I'm like, oh, I do not want to get out of bed. But if I hop out of bed without hitting snooze and I start my day off, I am more likely than not to have more of a grounded, relaxed morning. If you sit there and hit snooze after snooze after snooze, eventually there's no more opportunities for you to have lying in bed and then you are rushing. I'd like to close this episode with reminding you that you have control over how you want your mornings to look like. And while that may mean, quote unquote, losing an extra hour of sleep, you can always add on an hour of sleep in the evening. You have to find the perfect amount of sleep for your body. And that goes with trial and error, like a lot of things in life. You have to figure out what is best for your body. Our body is our temple, and it is important that we treat it with respect. Not only our physical body, but our beautiful minds and our wonderful energy. If you liked this episode or if it resonated with you, please like and share with someone who may also find its messages reassuring. Have a beautiful day.